Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is already my favourite game of the year as far as February goes, but it is an amazing experience. It takes a bit of a realism approach into RPG mechanics, which can be very fun at times, but it is a massively open world game, which it doesn't seem like at first. It seems small, but it branches out so much and takes so much choice into account. It kind of goes back into the old ways of what RPGs should be and should be like, and have fun with all that premise. With the realism I just mentioned before, there's so many stupid things you can do. There's like, you can pay to be trained by people, you can pay for items and everything like that, and then you can just level up your stats like stealth and such, and just pickpocket them while sneaking behind them, or pickpocket and lockpick their chest that has all their main items in from the store, and just take all the money that you got back. It's ridiculous. You can get tons of things like there's mini games such as dice, so you can get the best dice in the game and just cheat every single game, just massively cheat after farming all these overpowered dice that just make you win every game. It is insane the power the player has, and this is where RPGs should be. Not all the crap they've been releasing for the past few years. This is an RPG, and it's not short or a small game either. You start off in a small map, and there are maps, plural, because I'm like in that 40-hour mark for the game now. I've got 40 hours into the campaign, doing side content, doing main content, and I feel like I'm like barely halfway through it. And I ended up looking online that it can take up to 120 hours if you want to do everything in the game, which is insane. That's ridiculous. That is amazing. It's been so long since the game has actually tried this hard to be good and fun. More games should be like this, especially again in the RPG way. But yes, there are many characters, names that I and you forget instantly, which is fine. Don't hold it to account and feel bad. There are so many characters, and you do so many side quests and such, that when I got to the second map, for example, I got overloaded, because when I got to the second map, there were just, I don't know, maybe 24 options for like side quests of places where I could start the quest, you know what I mean? So I'd be trying to do my main quest and stopping off everywhere to unlock fast travel places and start up these other quests and get tips of where to start other quests, which is crazy. But everything would just overwhelm me so much. I was just so overstimulated. I'd have like 10 quests going at least at one time, which you can't track all of them at the same time, which kind of sucks. But what I'd do is I'd methodically go from town to town and unlock quests as I go, right? But complete them in the same town at the same time as well. So I'd finish 3 quests in one town, and then I'd just continue on my way and do the rest. It was insanely fun. Even though I was so stressed and pressured and everything, just overstimmed, it was great. And there are places you can go through the town, because you'll open up your map at the start and you'll be like, where are all these other things like smithies and weaponsmiths, stuff like that? There's none here. So when you go to the next maps and stuff like that, you'll experience that, and you'll be able to just go into towns, rob the whole city blind of the most expensive stuff, and then just stash all the stuff or wait it out, and then sell everything back to them, or go to other towns and sell that to them. It's ridiculous. You have so much power. You'll never be poor in this game, which is funny because you start off as being the lowest of the low, and you kind of rise to the top as these Kingdom Come Deliverance games go. But you will learn a lot with the game. You will learn the combat really quickly, which has been made slightly easier. A lot of people still complain about it, and I must admit it is very clunky. It is crazy, the guarding and the riposte, the master strikes. Once you've got it, it's very easy to cheese it, of course. But with that being said, you do need to put the effort in to learn how to kick ass, basically, because it's not just going to feed you wins. You will get obliterated if you're not careful. One thing I've noticed with the AI, it's quote unquote smarter. So if you go around stealing tons of stuff and a lot of people have seen you around, you'll get suspected as the thief, and you'll get tons of bounties put on your head and warrants for arrest and stuff like that. I think that's a bit BS, because in all honesty, if you go around at night and steal tons of stuff without anyone like seeing, and like you choke people out and stuff or kill people, it will always get pinned on you. And I mean, those bounties stack up and you'll get to like end game of you getting hanged very quickly. So in reality, it's just a way for the game to cheat, which I don't like that, not one bit. That's kind of sucky. I mean, if you're one of those OCD people who want to do the perfect stealth run, that's good for you, I guess. But for the rest of us who don't like to waste time and hate save scumming, it's really not good. I will be straight up with you. Because the only way to go through the towns at night and steal everything and everything be perfectly fine is you don't steal stuff during the day and don't raise any suspicion, and you close every door behind you and you make sure everything's quiet. You don't kill or choke out anyone. No one can know you exist, basically, and then you'll be fine. You have to do it pitch perfect, pixel perfect, in order to get all this stuff done, which is ridiculous. That's over the top and should not be that hard. Or that's specific, but it is the way it is. And there are mods since day one that fix a lot of the jank, that make everything way less grindy and stuff like that. Like, you can get more experience and stuff. There are realism aspects that I do really appreciate. Like I was talking about how you can give someone money, you can pay for your bounty, warrant, bill stuff when you get arrested by the guards, and then they turn around and walk away and you can just pickpocket them and steal your thousands of dollars back. Bloody easy. It's ridiculous. Also with the realism, you can do tons of things like blacksmithing, archery, sword fighting, fist fighting. There's tons of ways to make money. There's tons of ways to just have fun. It's insane. You can really feel the care that the devs have put into this game. And it's not perfect. There's a lot of jank sometimes, and for some reason later on in the game I've encountered a lot of performance issues. I was running everything on like ultra max, everything like that, but now that I've gotten halfway through the game, I'm getting to like, I'll look in a direction and everything will just collapse. The whole game will stutter, my PC will die, and then I'll look away as it's like crapping itself, and it'll be fine. It'll just correct itself, and I'm like, what is going on? So take everything as like a grain of salt, right? This game is very fun. There's a lot of realism and RPG mechanics that are actually good for once, so you can be happy about that. But again, there's a lot of jank, there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong out of nowhere. You can reload a save, right, and then everything will just turn out differently. AI pathing will just change, stuff like that, and it can just ruin it for you and make you have to do it all over again. But you know, sometimes it's the fun of like a kind of realism focused RPG. It can be fun to like mess up and then just go along with it. And I love how this game kind of rewards you for just going along with it and all the crap times. But yes, I highly recommend this game. It is the most fun I've had in a game for many months now, because there have been some good bangers here and there the past year or so, which I can't very much say it often happens with gaming. So yes, if you buy this game, it'll be worth every dollar. If you get it for free, you will still love it and have a great time. You potentially have apparently 120 hours of fun right here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoy the game. Please let me know if you had similar experiences, what crazy stuff you had when going through this game. I want to compare and contrast and have a good laugh with all you guys. But that's it from me today. Hope you guys have a lovely day. Bye bye.